Hey, big up, buddy. So I wanted to come on live and kind of talk about some of the things I use for my buddy over here. I wanted to come on and talk about like his dog bed and some of the products that we use to kind of help keep the house clean, and also some of the items that we kind of use just to kind of have fun and just relax. Right, bud? So this one right here, this is his dog bed. It's a memory foam bed and it works extremely well for him. He's a larger dog. He's about like maybe 50, 60 pounds. And so he needs a larger bed in general. We had one that was a little bit smaller for him and it just wasn't enough. And as he got older, he needed something that was a little bit more supportive. So this one here is actually pretty good. I've had it for a few months now. It's at least 3 or 4 months per se, and it's held up very well. It matches the decor of the room, and we pretty much move this to every room as well. We have another one upstairs too, but it has a memory foam inside of it. It's like that crate foam. So when he goes to lay on this, it's actually pretty comfortable, and it kind of deters him from sitting on the couch, kind of. But once again, it's a egg crate memory type foam right in here. And then it has built up sides or built up rails around here. And usually he'll be laying here with his head right on the edge of the bed. And that's just the way that he likes to be on it. And as you can see, this is actually larger than himself. So to clean this, I like to use an electrostatic brush, which I'll show you guys next. But this actually has a outside layer that just comes right off, and you can see the egg crate or memory foam on the inside here. So you can just take this off and put it in the wash. This also has some of those like non-stick, like little non-stick beads on the bottom here, so it helps to prevent it from sliding if this goes on the tile instead of the rug. I mean, if he's running full speed, no matter what, nothing's going to stop him. But yeah, it has non-slip on the bottom, so that will help to prevent it from moving around as much, and or help prevent it from moving around as much when the kids jump on this. Because I have actually found the girls in this bed and with him on the couch, so they actually kind of do the reverse. It is what it is. So it's just really kind of funny. But it says something if the kids want to lay in this and the dog wants to lay in the couch too. You know, it's comfortable enough for both people and humans. So. But to clean this off, I'm going to show you here. We use this electrostatic pet brush or pet glove. I was given this product to review, and I've really liked it a lot. For something that's so small, it does a really good job, and that was what was really surprising to me, because usually you see gimmicks all the time, and this isn't. I've used it on him, the couch, his pet bed, the cat tower, even pretty much anything in this house. And it's worked really, really well. So inside of it, it has an elastic band along the outside. And then it has slots for your fingers as well. So you can just kind of put your fingers right in there. So you can perfectly move your hand. And then you can just take this and brush it right over the bed. And as you can see, the fabric's actually moving with it. And I'm not giving a lot of force into this. I'm just lightly brushing it. And you can see all this pet hair that just came off. And I vacuumed this morning as well. So, you know, he just sheds a lot. So this is a great tool for households that have a lot of pets, or just one dog that sheds a lot. To clean this off, you just put this in the sink and you rinse it underneath some cold water, and it's good to go. I've had this for a month, and it's worked really well. Some of these come in a 2-pack. I got this in a single one as a product review, and it's awesome. Works super, super well. So I want to come over and show you guys next his grooming vacuum. So this grooming vacuum has a lot of features, and I absolutely love it. Once again, you see all these products everywhere, and you don't know if they're going to work well or not. I actually saw this for the first time at a client's home, and they told me how well it worked, and that was what kind of persuaded me to get this, or to eventually get this. On it here, you have all of these attachments right here that come with it. So you have, a crevice tool. You've got one for, soft areas or corners, or even like the ceiling. You've got your grooming kit here, your clippers. And then you also have the pet brush itself, which is what I use the most. I have not used these other ones yet. Well, I've used this one, the crevice tool, to help with the dog bed. But I haven't used the clippers because he doesn't really need a haircut like that. And this one I just haven't gotten around to using. But the suction on this is really powerful. So let me show you how this thing works. It has a long power cord, and it just wraps around the bottom of the device here. So we will unwind this. Oh, and I also got to say too, I really like the design of this because all the attachments can fit on this stand. You can put it right on the back of the vacuum here. So it's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing because, so many times with all of my other cleaning products, I'll have one thing here, one thing there, all scattered across the room or around the house, and it's just literally a nightmare. So being able to store it all on here, all in one place, I can keep this all within the closet and just pull it out whenever I need it, which is more frequently than not, which I love the guy, but we got to make sure we do the grooming as often as we can. So anyways, we've got this long power cord. I'm going to plug this in over here. So to put the attachment on, you've got this long hose. On the other end, you have the spot where you plug it in. So as you can see on this piece here, you can see that it corresponds appropriately, and you just pop it right in. To pop it out, you just press the button, comes right out. The nice thing about this tool here, and why I love this thing a lot, is that this is one of those brushes or vacuums where you brush them very gently. It's got those little kind of like nibbies on the end that kind of collect the hair. Once you have enough dog hair in here, or enough hair in here, cat hair, dog hair, whatever, you then press this button and the hair will come off of those pegs and into the vacuum. This actually goes right into the tube. So the suction will pull it right in. So you don't have to worry about, the stray hair or the stray dander going everywhere. This really kind of minimizes all of that. So to open this, actually let me show you how to use this thing first. Apollo, come here. There's 3 different power settings with this. Oh, no, come here. Oh, you're gonna take your toy with you. Come on. Come on, you can bring it up. So there are 3 different power settings with this. The power button is right here, and then you have 3 different modes. So all I'm going to do is power this on, and just so you know, it is going to be a little noisy or whatnot. This is actually a pretty silent pet vacuum, but it's just a vacuum nonetheless. So power it on. Whoop. Might help if I turn on the switch here. There we go. So we'll power it on. This is level 1. And you can see that it lights up here. So it's pretty silent, it's not too bad. Level 2. And level 3. Level 3 kind of sounds like your typical vacuums, to be honest. So, if you're using an electronic device that's going to plug into a wall to help clean up something, you're going to have some noise. There's nothing that's perfectly quiet. But this does a really good job, especially when we have the baby here. The baby actually will stay pretty much asleep throughout this. And I keep this on levels 1 and 2. Rarely do I put it on 3. I've actually put it on 3 when I used that crevice tool, just because I wanted to make sure I got all the hair within the crevices. But I'll put it on level 1. And then I'll just start vacuuming, or I'll just start brushing Apollo here with the hose. Actually, I'll put it up here so you can see how much hair is going to come off. And he doesn't mind it. He actually likes the treatment. He'll just sit here, he'll play with this toy. I'm just going to do about 10 strokes. 8, 9. So you can kind of see how much hair will pull off. So this thing is actually full right now. So it's ready to be pushed. So all I'm going to do is push this button and the hair gets popped right in. So, and then you can see all the hair collects down here and it does a really fantastic job. I'm just going to do one more round on him just so you guys can kind of see and get the full effect of how this thing works. But I mean, it is just absolutely astounding to how much hair comes off of this guy. It's truly, truly amazing. He's had enough. All right, so one more time. Just gonna push it. This time I'll be on level 2. Pops right in. And you can see it immediately goes down in here. So, to open this up, there's a little button here on the front. You're just gonna pop this like that, and it comes off just like a little container. So everything's all contained, all stored. To open this up, you're going to just push this button here, and it will open, and all the hair can come right out. It does have one of those carbon filters here on the bottom, which is great because it helps to minimize the smell or the odor. And then on the bottom of this pet vacuum, there's also a filter as well that can be taken out, changed, cleaned, whatnot. I have yet to have to do that, so that makes my life so much easier, and I'm happy about it. So pretty much a low maintenance tool, like a typical vacuum, but designed for pets, designed to help collect all their pet hair, and it also helps with some bonding time too. I mean, a lot of the times I'm busy working, and this is just one way that I can spend more time with them. So let's just put this on, put this back on. You'll line this up right here on this side. Click right in place, and you're good to go. It's also really good for travel. I would definitely say that if you were going away on vacation, or let's say if you were even a groomer, you could easily take this with you and just put it in the back of your car and be ready to go. And have all your tools all in one spot. So that is the pet grooming tool. I absolutely love it. Helps make my life, our lives, a whole heck of a lot easier. Next we have the Smart Ball. So this was something that was pretty cool. I got this one to review as a product review, and I honestly had never seen anything like this before, and it's a lot of fun. He really enjoys it because it surprises him. So it's a Smart Ball in the fact that on the inside you have this little mechanism that will turn on, and it spins. It spins and it makes the ball jump and move, and it's unpredictable. There's 3 different modes on this. To turn it on, you're going to press this button right here, and it will flash different color on the other side. There we go. So it's flashing green, blue, and yellow. So there's 3 different modes. And it really depends upon, I'm going to turn this off before it starts going. It really depends upon your type of dog and how much energy they have, because this thing goes wild, just to be honest. So to power it on, you're going to hold your finger on the button for about like 3 seconds. To turn it off, same thing, you're going to hold it down and it will flash red, and that's how you know it's powering off. If it's flashing blue or green or yellow, just know that this thing is going to kick off and it's going to bounce around everywhere. So just be mindful of that. So I'm going to put this in here so you can see it. But actually, before I do that, it comes in 2 halves. It's soft but yet firm. So he's used this a bunch, and it really hasn't started to deteriorate at all. We've had it for about a month, maybe a month and a half. So, but anyways, let me put this in here. I'm going to turn it on. We'll put it on the green mode. You want to be kind of quick when you go to put it on because it does start moving. Yep, just like that. So you can see it immediately caught his attention, and it vibrates and it moves. It is actually moving just in my hand. And he goes wild for this thing. Here. All right, hold on. I'm going to skip the second mode because I want to really show you the third because it's really kind of cool. It actually jumps around, which it jumps around and rolls around. So it's pretty high energy, which that's this guy. If there ever was a dog, he's definitely high energy. All right, Paul, come here. So now, he's probably not going to let me have a chance to show you the jumping mode, but just know that there are 3 different levels of intensity, and that the last one that it's on right now is the highest, and he absolutely loves it. Let me see if I can grab it so I can, so it won't be vibrating throughout the rest of this. There we go. I know. I'm just going to turn it off. You can play with it. All right, once again, hold it down, flashes red, it's off. It comes with a nice little carrying case too, which I definitely appreciated because if this ball is left open around the house, he will definitely find it and probably destroy it because I'm not being able to monitor him. You know, with any of these toys, you always want to monitor them, of course. But anyways, comes with this mesh bag, comes with a little closure here, and then you also have this little clip so you can keep this on anything that you want to kind of clip it onto. I just keep it on my dog stand over here. All right, I know, I'll come back and play with you in a little bit. So that's the wicked ball, or the wicked terrible ball. The fur remover is the next item here. Give me 1 second. Everything always happens at once. So, let me see. Now, so the fur remover is a little kind of like push broom, and with this, it's great for removing hair or even just fluid too, but I use this just for dog hair. On carpets, on rugs, and on carpets, rugs, furniture, and hardwood floors. So it has these little soft bristles here on the end, and it acts almost like the electrostatic pet glove, where it causes static electricity to accumulate and be able to pick up the hair. This does a really great job, and it keeps me from having to really bend down a lot, because it is pretty long. It's about 3.5, probably about 3.5 feet with a wide brush. So I can use this on the couch and just do this and help collect any dog hair that may be there. And especially on the rug, I love this rug. And it does a great job of making it easy to clean up. But no matter what, you're gonna have dog hair if you have a dog. So with just a couple sweeps, this is how much hair is left. So, lovely dog hair. I swear I clean the house all the time, but that's just, you know, it's from him from just this morning. But yeah, it's a solid pole. It's got a little loop on the handle here, so you can hook this onto like a over the door hanger and just kind of store it. And I keep it on an over the door hanger with the little push to push into it. So, but love this thing. Easy to clean off as well, because this is that like silicone, plasticky type of material. You can easily just rinse this off underneath the sink to help clean it, let it dry, and you're good to go. On the other side of this, you do have kind of like a squeegee here. I don't really use that side too much, to be honest. If anything, after I'm done brushing with this, I might collect the rest of it with this side, but this really does a good enough job by itself for me just to collect the rest of it, either with my hand or with the vacuum. So But anyways, I've been using this for at least three plus years, I think. So and you know, it's got a couple dings in it. So because I did move a couple times with this, so it's got a couple dings. It's got some, you know, it's got some character because it's survived this far or thus far. And once again, to show you, this can come right off on the end for easy cleaning. But yeah, this is the fur remover. Great for carpets and furniture and whatnot. Let's see, next we got on here, we actually have my favorite tool on here. And I actually just got this about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. You know, I love, it sounds crazy because now I'm at the age where I love vacuums, but I love this vacuum. I'm like, no extra emphasis, like I really actually love it. So we got this product to review and I was really surprised at how well it works. The presentation's great. I mean, I like the colors. It's vibrant. You can put this anywhere and it looks nice. We'll put it that way. It's really light. So we actually have had the girls use this to help clean up the home or to help vacuum around the home. It's designed as a pet vacuum and also as a just a regular vacuum, but it does a really good job with pet hair. And it has a couple really great features on here specifically for hair. But on here on the top is where you have the battery. So the battery you can actually take off by just pushing this little button here and the battery will come right off. This is charged with a power brick and the end goes right here. So this little nibby can just kind of be pushed right back in to keep anything from getting in there. But you can charge this without it being in the vacuum, which is amazing because having the whole vacuum in one area where you're charging sometimes can be a nightmare. But anyway, so to power this on or to see how much battery you have, press the power button and it will show how much battery is left and it will tell you if it's on or off the vacuum as well. That's why it's flashing red. So pop this back in. You literally just slide this right back in place, like so. This vacuum does have a wall mount, which I'll show you. It's so new that I haven't had a chance to put the wall mount up yet, but the wall mount holds all of the attachments for the vacuum, and it comes with it like this. So I put this on the other day. Let me pop these out. To take these off, you'll just press this red button, pop, and pop. So this is how the mount looks. It goes in horizontally, so it will just fit right into the back here, like so, and you can just kind of hang it. And it doesn't take up too much space. I'm actually thinking about putting it in this corner over here. But so with this, it comes with the crevice tool and the crevice tool with the brush. And I really like the fact that it's one tool, so you can just slide this up and down to change which one you're using. And it's also pretty long too, so you can really get into deep areas, whether or not you're using this, you know, in the car or, you know, behind the couch, whatever. But yeah, you've got some good range on that. I recommend putting this in the down position because it is longer. And then you also have the upholstery tool here. This has that kind of red material that, you know, does a really good job at collecting hair that's on different surfaces. So, and this will just go right in here. Now, this has a lot of accessible features in regards to how it moves. It can be extended. So this is how it looks right now. This button right here will allow you to extend the vacuum up right here on the front. So you've got a lot longer of range to use the vacuum. So once again, it's great for the kids because we can make it nice and short. To pop off the filter, which is down here, you can either, or to clean this off, you pop it off right here and you have the actual suction vacuum itself, and then you can just press this button and the container will open up. Then you also have the option of actually popping off the whole container, and this is how you're going to clean the filter. The filter just goes right in top here. You can pop this out and then you can clean it off. And we will pop this right back in place. To put this back in place, you're going to turn this and just pop it in. There you go. To put this back into the vacuum, sorry about that. To put this back into the vacuum, it is a little tricky at first. There is a kind of a trick to it. You just have to make sure that this is lined up exactly, so right into the holes here. And then push from both sides, just like so. And you'll hear the click. If you don't hear the click, it's not on. That's probably the only complaint I have about this vacuum. The only complaint. Everything else is, well, I've got two. I'll tell you the other one later. But that's my first complaint of two. So you just have to make sure that you really kind of squeeze it, push it so that it's locked in place. So like a lot of vacuums, you can plug this in here, just like so. And you can also take off the bottom piece. And then you can put on any of the attachments that you want. So let's put the crevice tool back on here. This will just pop right back in, just like so. And then you can use it. So this has 3 different modes or 3 different settings. You've got a low, medium, high. It always starts on the medium mode. Goes from medium, then to the high mode, then to the low mode. On the high mode, it has a lifespan of about 30 minutes on high. Of course, it's a wireless cordless vacuum. So the longer that you use it on a higher setting, the quicker it's going to die, and then you have to recharge it. Oh well, you know, that's the price you pay, right? But let me show you what that looks like. It's all touch screen. And that's low. So low, medium, and high. And then you'll press that to turn it off. You'll think that it's going into another mode, but you want to just press it once and wait for it to cycle off. So the part that I like the most about this vacuum is the fact that with the actual vacuum attachment itself, it has a really nice light that's on there that will show you how much pet hair is actually on the ground. So the nice test to see is if you sweep and then try to use this, you'll see how much hair you kind of left over. When you power this on with this on, well, you turn the lights off. Alexa, turn off the lights in the living room. There we go. So when you turn this on, you'll see a green light. This green light is the trick to determining how much dog hair is in your house and on your floor, or how much kid hair is on the floor, or girl hair, or whatever. It does a really, really great job of showing kind of how much you missed or the areas that you need to go back over. So with my 2 complaints, the first one was this having difficulty clipping in. Oh well. The second one is I wish there were more green lights. Like I wish there was a green light on the stick piece here, but I'm okay with it just being on this because it really makes a big, big difference. Let me show you down here. I'm just gonna flip the camera so that way you can see. It is also self-standing as well. So you can see that it's standing on its own. Well, standing on its own next to the end table there. So let me flip this down. And I'll show you what this looks like. So right now you can't really see any pet hair. The second I turn this on, you can see how much pet hair is there. So, flip you guys back up here. But yeah, once again, I really recommend this vacuum out of everything that I have. You know, all the products are great, but if I was to recommend any one in particular, I definitely recommend this one because it's just making cleaning up the rest of the house so much easier. I'd recommend this one and then the pet vacuum itself, or the pet grooming kit itself, because it really makes a big difference. So, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys got something out of it. These are really all the tools that I use to help manage the household and have fun with the dog. There are other toys I have, but these are the ones that I really wanted to talk about and show you. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day and take it easy. Check it out.